Hey guys, so I wanted to bring you all together today to talk about some team development training to help bring us all together and have a better flow within our work environment to kind of spread some positivity in team management. So, who we have here today is our sales floor, customer experience, and inventory workers. As you know, we all work together very well, very often. But there is always room for improvement, and so having you guys here together today will kind of help spur some creativity and innovation to make our workplace even better. Our objectives today are to be able to fine tune our communication, foster innovation and creativity, develop individual morale and engagement, and of course, to have fun. Because while you are at work, we want you to enjoy your time. We all should get well, we should all get together very well because that'll help us create a flow and improve our productivity quite well. So the work's work, or the work's homework, I guess. So to create a strong team, I encourage creativity and ideas. To do so, you want to be able to support the following. You know your position best, and knowing how to help your teams will help me help you and help us come together overall. So, first, we need to improve our communication skills to manage our expectations and communication to help us see the value in each other's positions and work we do. This will also help us demonstrate empathy because while you may try to get the work done in your department, there's also work that has to be done in others, and we cannot focus on just one position, but being able to work related to each other will help create that flow. So, secondly, your team will have coaching skills to practice on. This will be improved with the format weekly to decrease an amount of time needed to further create game plans because, as you know, it's quite boring to just kind of sit there every week, every hour that you have planned out to create a game plan to get done. Whereas if you improve it once a week over time and just glance over it, you will have a rundown of what to do, what needs to get done, and how to do it. And so, in time, that's going to save you time, you energy, and even your employees and workers around you some mental space to just get done what they need to get done. Third, we need to determine some calculated risks to create opportunities. This is where I encourage creativity the most because there is not just one perfect way to do everything, right? And so being able to have these open ideas will help us further innovate and create a fast productivity within our environment. And that's why we just can't be defensive about one idea. I know something else might have worked before, but someone else might have figured out a method that makes it go even quicker, and that is okay. Number four, using customer satisfaction is key to be able to measure teamwork development. The customer is always right, right? But also, that might be something that you hear a little too often, but it's definitely the truth because being able to walk into a store and see the employees getting along with each other and having that team development there is very comforting for a customer to walk into. They feel like they can be taken care of and that the people around them, no matter where they go, know the kind of quality and work that they are going to be receiving, and that'll just promote more customer or positive customer experience. So, as a team, you'll want to be able to appropriately gauge that situation to problem solve because using those customer guidelines will help further solve some company complications because the customer could also have ideas, but being able to know that as a team is key. So here we just have a general timeline of how productivity as a team works. So, first we have forming. This is kind of where we gather as a team. I know we've been together for quite a while, but I'm sure there's stuff that we don't know about each other and that we can work on. And so being able to every once in a while sit down with each other and reform as a group will help connect. Secondly, is storming. And I would argue that this is probably the most difficult part because you need to continuously discover methods and communication that efficiently works within the workplace. And the reason that this is difficult is because not everybody is the same, right? And so finding a middle ground that you can use between different departments, different people, is crucial. Third is norming. This is kind of where we get comfortable, right? Being able to use our ideas and kind of, I guess, quote unquote, be normal with each other. It's really just learning how to fit comfortably within your team. You have found what your niche is within that group, right? I mean, even within that group of you in that department, say you are an inventory worker, you might be the best person setting out a certain product, getting that out organized and quickly. And so being able to just, as a team, utilize those people who know what they're doing best and have that productivity will help lead to the next part, performing, where you are at your top of the top almost. I mean, of course, there is always room to improve, but here is where we really see the improvement in that high functioning teamwork because everybody knows where they belong, even outside of their uh, performative groups. Because, if you're out on the floor and you're not really part of, let's see, the sales floor people, say you are an inventory person out there, of course you get caught with some customers, right? But here, since we have worked together, you know how to handle those kind of situations. And even if you don't know exactly what they are looking for, you're comfortable enough to take solutions that you have found within other people or even find someone to help. But overall, we are performing at a very high level here. Lastly is adjourning. And this doesn't happen too much once we get all together, but once everybody kind of finds their niches, met their goal, you're ready to kind of find some new ones and explore together. That doesn't mean you're going to ignore what's already happened, but you're progressing within your own role. And that is an amazing thing to kind of think about because you are putting yourself in a position where you are constantly learning and breaking up different groups to fine tune other focuses. So, one of the hardest things I would say there is in the workplace is trust. Trust is a fragile thing in this society, and that's okay. We're human, but being able to have that foundation is kind of crucial. So, I kind of listed a video down here, YouTube. It is from a well known TED Talker, and he very elaborately goes through and explains how trusting one another and having that leadership involved is crucial. Because without that, we weren't able to have this start, stop, continue process we see here. Because how are you supposed to know what to start, what to do, what not to do, and what to keep doing and improve if you yourself and your team aren't even comfortable enough to work together and find those ideas? And so that's why I listed this video, because I know that as a team, we are so much better and are. Remember, this is just review, but trust is always a number one goal that we have. So this is an individual employee development plan, right? Because you yourself contribute so much to this organization. And being able to acknowledge that is a key part of the group. And so we kind of have this short range, mid range, long range, and up top you can see the different categories where, within these different time periods, you will get together with the person who is lead in your positions to kind of talk about where to improve, what you have improved on, and kind of deciding where to go from there. I'm not going to really talk about it much right now because we're more talking about the team, but it is a very important note to realize that you yourself can make or break a larger portion. It's not always about us, but in this case it is. So overall, just keep in mind, we're only human, but we are humans that make a great team. And so thank you for coming and listening to this presentation. I hope that you feel comfortable within this workplace to, have that trust, have those communication skills, and be able to creatively innovate with one another. We need to be able to work together and continue pushing out these top-notch goals like we are doing now. Here are just some links that I have for the leadership that I found. And this is also an evaluation for Google Docs to tell me how you feel about this presentation, as well as giving me some ideas for next time and ideas for the workplace in general. Thank you. Have a good day.